Hey MTNZ, I'm back and today I am chewing the fat with Lexi Clare. Hey Lexi.
Hey.
So Lexi, for our MTNZ viewers, tell us, how do you fit into the New Zealand landscape of musical theatre?
Well, I was really heavily involved with kind of community musical theatre here for years up until about 2015, and then I moved to London to train at drama school over there, and that's where I've been living for the past 4.5 years. But I'm now back in New Zealand during this global pandemic, so yeah, so you'll be seeing a lot more of me for the next year, I'd say.
Fantastic. So tell us a little bit about your journey into musical theatre. Where did it start?
Yeah, so for me, the route in was through dance originally. So I got into dance when I was about 3, and was dancing all throughout my childhood, and then did a couple of musicals at school. The first musical I did was Oliver, when I was like, I don't know, like maybe year 6 at school. And then the first community productions I did were actually out at Centre Stage. So I was actually just looking through all my files the other day of all the programs I have from, over the years. And there was, like 2005, Aladdin pantomime. And yeah, so I did about 3 shows with Centre Stage while I was still at high school. And then when I finished high school, I kind of started branching out all over Auckland, as so many of us do, kind of jumping between theatre companies when amazing shows came up. So was really involved as a performer, and then when Auckland Music Theatre started their Interns Wanted program, I also started getting into directing and choreography that way.
Great. And of course, for those of you that remember Zombie Apocalypse, which was one of our AMT's first intern shows, that was Lexi's show. And then you went on to being one of the assistants on the first Mamma Mia with Amici Productions and Auckland Music Theatre before you went away.
I did, yeah. So yeah, that was an amazing experience to kind of get to assist on Mamma Mia and work on the civic stage, which I think, especially for Aucklanders, is usually such a dream to be in that kind of big scale theatre. So that was incredible. And then I got to do Sound of Music at the Civic as well before I left for London. So,
and that was with Lunchbox Theatre? No.
Yeah, that's right. So that was the kind of international tour cast, and they cast kind of 4 local nuns basically in each city they went to. So yeah, that was really amazing.
Fantastic. And so after graduating with your masters from Mount View, tell us what you've been doing since then.
Yeah, so I've been doing a few different things. One of the things that was a real surprise is that I kind of fell into producing. So I'd done a little bit of producing here in New Zealand when I was at uni, but not really that much. But when I graduated from Mount View, part of our course had been to kind of create work. And I'd seen all this amazing work being made by my year and the year after me that didn't really have a place to go. These were emerging artists. They didn't have a track record, so no one wanted to really take a risk on them. But I knew that the work was really, really good. So I created a festival called Maiden Speech, and that has run for the last 3 years in London. And yeah, it's been amazing. We've supported more than 100 kind of early career artists to showcase their work. And a lot of that has then transferred on to like the Edinburgh Festival. We have one show that's going to the Royal Court Theatre from Maiden Speech, some that have got a Soho Theatre. So like really amazing London theatres have then picked up these shows as a result of kind of them having the first little platform as part of Maiden Speech. So yeah, so I've been producing and also on the kind of new work vibe, making shows as well. So yeah.
And that's why you're back in New Zealand originally, obviously, because you came back with one of your shows.
Yeah, that's right. I didn't intend to be here still. I was supposed to go back to London, later in March. But I brought my show Game Face over to be part of the Auckland Fringe, which was really exciting. It was made with 2 of my friends in London, South Korean performer Lucy Park and a British performer Katie Patterson. So the three of us devised this show, which is a gig theatre show about kind of the absurdity of like the beauty ideals that we're expected to live up to. So yeah, that was the first time I've been able to bring work home, which was really fun.
And then of course that was right before this happened, before COVID.
Yeah.
And now you're here. But during COVID, Maiden Speech and your friends around the world have done something pretty cool as well. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so one of my mentors back in the UK challenged a few of us to create one of those song video challenges. And we thought, in the spirit of Maiden Speech, rather than do a cover, we would write something new. So I got together on Zoom with Melissa Kamba, who's in the Philippines, and Hannah Kund, who's in the UK at the moment. And over a series of video calls, we wrote a new song together called Wait. And then we got, there were 18 of us in total from 8 different countries around the world. And we recorded it, you know, everyone sent in little videos and we edited everything together. And that's been really cool. The New Zealand Police featured it the other day on their Creative Genius series, and Broadway World published it on their kind of UK news. So yeah, it's been really amazing to kind of also, even though we're physically separated, to be able to kind of connect with this kind of creative network all over the world, even from isolation.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic. And some people in Zone 1, MTNZ Zone 1, would have seen you, of course, performing just before lockdown in February at the NAPTA Awards, because Lexi is one of our past, was it iTicket or John Anthony that you got?
I think it was I'm not sure actually, it was just called the NAPTA Scholarship at that point.
Yeah, so
it was a while ago now.
Lexi was one of our NAPTA Scholarship winners, which was part of your training for going away, helping you with going away at that time.
Yeah, so it was, funnily enough, it went towards my kind of pre-Mount View training, which was at Apollo here in Auckland. So to kind of brush up on my skills, I did, you know, a term and a half of full-time dance training before I went to Mount View. So that was really, really helpful to kind of make sure I was on the level I needed to be at.
Fantastic. Now tell us, when you accept your first Tony, tell us who will it be that you're thanking? Who have been your mentors or your inspiration through your journey in theatre?
Oh my goodness. Well, just first of all, the other day my dad walked into my room and he was like, oh, talking about Wait, the video we did, he's like, oh, do you reckon you're going to win a Tony Award for that? And I was like, no. And then he was like, yeah, you are. My name's Tony. I'm going to give you an award. And it was just like the worst dad joke in the world. But that's such a hard question, because I mean, I think for most people, you have so many incredible kind of mentors and teachers that like touch your lives over the years, and you usually get a very, very short amount of time. So I would find it an absolutely impossible job to thank everyone. I think over the most recent years when I've been in London, my kind of main mentor has been Cheryl Gow. She's the kind of joint head of postgraduate training at Mount View. And she's really kind of pushed me in a good way to keep making and to keep pushing boundaries, and to not let myself be defined by casting types and restrictions like that. So that's been, over the last few years, a big mentor for me.
And anyone from New Zealand?
Oh my goodness, so many, Emma. How could I don't want to say anyone because I'm going to leave people out. But yeah, actually, no, but I would also thank you, because like, I think back to a lot of the big milestones in kind of, like the trajectory that I've taken so far in terms of training and developing new skills. And a lot of time you've kind of bullied me into things as well. So that is much appreciated.
I think it's funny that you describe me, I'm a mentor, but I'm a bully. And I'm sure a lot of people would agree with you.
The best mentors kind of bully with love, I think. Definitely.
No, that's awesome. So, what have you been doing apart from Wait? What other creative stuff have you been doing? What have you been doing that's different during lockdown? taking lots of videos of dogs and cats.
Yeah, well, that's been a big one, trying to make sure I'm engaging with my local pet community. No, I've actually, just yesterday we were recording, so Game Face, I was supposed to go back to London and we were supposed to do another show at Camden People's Theatre on the 16th of May, which obviously is not going ahead. So we've just been recording from our separate locations, the finale. So we'll put that out as a video on the 16th. But apart from that, it's been trying to actually take the time to chill, which is something that I don't normally do a lot of. So watching a lot of movies and TV and just kind of hanging out, really.
Nice. I'm really looking forward to us getting to a level 2, where even if it's a small gathering, I think it's really exciting how many people from community theatre in New Zealand are back in the country. That opportunity for us all to get together and have a huge celebration, because there will be an end. And, you know, for us to have that chance for us to all actually be together will just be amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was kind of a scary decision, kind of going, well, I'm going to stay here for at least, you know, probably till the end of the year. But, you know, when I started thinking about it, I was like, no, it's actually a really great opportunity to kind of reconnect with, you know, all the people here and my kind of theatre family in New Zealand. So, yeah, really looking forward to that.
So there's a shameless plug. Lexi has said that she is here probably till the end of the year. So any of you out there wanting some advice or guidance, or maybe you've got some theatre work or producing or something, Lexi's here. So how can people get in touch with you?
Well, I'm about to relaunch my website, Emma, which will be lexiclare.com. But otherwise, you can follow me on Twitter at Lexi Clare NZ. It's mostly cats and cake, but yeah, I'm going to be around, definitely looking for kind of creative opportunities, so definitely hit me up.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for coming and sharing a little bit about Lexi Clare with the MTNZ community. And MTNZ, I hope you're all well in your level 3 bubbles, and watch out next time for Doing the Facts.